EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. That's the rookie Tyler Luke. He begins this one. And off we go from Cleveland. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do. And his run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 9. From the gun, it's Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Cedric Tillman was the intended target. And third down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Open man, and that's Tillman. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Browns first down.
And the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A gain there of 21. First down, Cleveland.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing again is Sanders. He'll step up and run. And he'll get down and avoid the hit. Gain about 7, setting up third down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Sanders on third down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Marlon Humphrey, usually found in coverage, that time on the blitz, gets there for the sack.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. And this will be from 42 yards out. That one is good. And the Browns will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
I'm not sure there's a more exciting player to watch, regardless of position, than Lamar Jackson. I mean, we've gotten to see him play in person numerous times throughout his career, Mike, and it's just marvel, not only at the athleticism, the playmaking, but his development as a true NFL pocket passer is quite remarkable. So he's an MVP caliber player. He's always going to be that. The next step for him, how does he continue to bring that regular season success that has led to 2 MVPs? How does he bring that into the postseason?
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. In motion goes Likely. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. In motion goes Likely. He'll go again here with Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Browns offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. Now, Shedeur. Now, here comes the screen to Ford. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
They run straight ahead with Judkins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley. And it'll be 3rd down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
Huge catch and run. They finally get him down. But there's a flag. Not sure if this one's going to stand. So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Ravens send Tylan Wallace back to return. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for their 2nd possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. Play action now. Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. Off the play fake, Jackson. He's got it. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And that ball incomplete over the middle. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. It's 2nd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Again, it's Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Browns offense ready to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Oh, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. That one taken in by Corley. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 15. It's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost him 5. On 2nd down, Sanders. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll try and run for the 1st down. It's 4. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line. And that is enough for a 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
The RPO, that one is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the ground, this is 4. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Start of the 2nd. Browns in control of the football. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
And the Browns 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been...
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Shedeur Sanders. Touchdown, Browns. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 10-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0. They come up with 1st and 10. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
3rd and short, Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
On the give, it's Judkins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. They'll try the left side with Judkins. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
So the last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns will open up a 13-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's first and 10. Jackson going to keep it himself. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 5. All run play. This is Hill. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 9 yards.
I like that call on third down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on third down, they bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating third down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it with third down run.
Going to go right back to Henry. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Denzel Ward in on the tackle. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. In motion goes Likely. Jackson now on 2nd down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Short, complete to Likely.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
In motion goes Likely. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens are on the board. It's now 13-7.
Ravens 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. He takes off. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Browns first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Sanders pass complete to Cedric Tillman. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Sanders will throw it. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now it's Sanders. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So the Browns going to bring out their kicker and try a field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Browns going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
So let's give the kicker some credit. Not only was it a really good save by the holder, but his ability to make that kick when the timing wasn't right is a lot easier said than done. So they got to get to the sideline. Long snapper's got to do his side of the bargain here, and they've got to be better the next time out.
And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and
It's his
10.
ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of
22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Baltimore.
First down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Second and 4.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An injured player on the field. That is Myles Garrett being tended to. They cannot lose him. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. It's 3rd and 4. Jackson now. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30.
It's a gain of 16.
Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
3rd down, they need 5. Now Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Ravens will cut it to a 2-point lead.
16. Ravens 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Browns offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Play action, it's Sanders. Over the middle, that's Corley. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 21
The rookie from
yards.
Colorado on
And the
target with that throw.
First down.
His guys have a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Again, it's Judkins. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on tackle.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They run it once more with Judkins. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down at the loss on the play.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
On third down, Sanders. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. They get 19 on that pass play. First down, Cleveland.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Up the middle goes Judkins here. And that one's going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case,
that one, take it in, middle of the end zone. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The PAT, up and good. And the Browns will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with first and 10. Jackson. Oh, he's going to be fouled up and taken down. They got him. Myles Garrett in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third and long. Jackson looking to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes, back inside the 20-yard line.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Browns offense and Shedeur Sanders getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Sanders on third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. He's on for the second time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
A loss of 2.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
2nd down, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
3rd, they need 8. To throw is Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On the ground, they'll go with Hill. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
2nd and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and 5. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. In motion goes Likely. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Offense.
Now it is 1st and goal. Throwing Jackson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Miles Garrett in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll send Flowers in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Miles Garrett getting in for the sack. And that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. In motion goes Likely. The play clock down to 0. And this not the best of sequences. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, You don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. That run good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And on first down, it's back to Judkins. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Shedeur. He's going to keep it himself.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Shedeur. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Oh, he landed it at the right spot, just had the wrong spin. He goes into the end zone, touchback. The ball's coming out to the 20-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
12 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. It is Hopkins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
And a Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First and 10.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Jackson now. He'll step up and run this. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down, Baltimore.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll go again here with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up.
That's good.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Jackson going to keep it himself. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
In motion comes Andrews. 3rd and goal for Jackson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
So on is Tyler Luke in a big spot. This to cut the deficit in half. And this one right down the middle. It's good. An injured player on the field. That is Myles Garrett being tended to. They cannot lose him. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes Ford on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Open this drive on the ground with Ford. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now on 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. Second and 7. They'll drop to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens will take over here just past the 30.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Open man is Hopkins.
Jackson's pass complete to DeAndre Hopkins. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now Jackson. Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they could win the game on this possession.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool, he's calm, he steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own
The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
For Jerome Ford. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Sanders. We'll get that out wide to Ford. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Talk things over before 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Now, a big 3rd down. To throw is Sanders. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Big-time throw there, sets them up really nicely. They find themselves well in field goal range for a potential game-winning field goal try. Under a minute. All they got to do is just keep working the clock, get as close as they can, send that kicker out there and see if he can make that kick.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And the Browns are going to move out in front. So the Dogtown celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dogtown's happy. It's a win for the Browns as we say farewell from Cleveland.